This time, people say that Justin Sun has gone too far. We're going to look at what he did and why people are so upset about it, along with looking at why the volatility of Bitcoin could be good right now. Will we see the prices go up? We're going to take a look at that. Let's get it. Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, your one-stop shop for all things Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Don't forget to smash the like button and hit that subscribe so you get videos like this every day where we tell you what's up in crypto. So today, guys, we're going to be looking at the markets, but we're also going to be looking at everyone's favorite person in crypto to hate, Justin Sun, and the huge feud that's going on between Poloniex and Digibyte. We're also going to be taking a look at Kelly Loeffler officially accepting a spot as a U.S. Senator and what that could mean for Bakkt. We're going to be talking about the Bitcoin price and the volatility returning and why that could be good. We're going to be looking at Crypto.com with their new exchange that is in beta at this current moment. And then lastly but not least, I'm going to be showing you guys a tutorial on how to create an IOST mainnet account, because last week we talked about how to create one of these mainnet accounts through 3 or 4 different ways. I'm going to actually show you guys the best way to do it today, and I'm going to actually walk you through the process. It's very easy, and I'm going to give you my private key. That's true. Just wait and see. Market watch. Okay, guys, we are back at 200 billy on the overall market cap. We got the volume coming in pretty good at 43 billion. We got Bitcoin dominance rising 66.8%. Will it go back over 67 soon? We will have to see. Bitcoin coming in at 73.86, a 2.6 gain over the last 24 hours. And man, what a crazy pattern it was yesterday as the price shot up and then shot back down, but has been on a steady incline ever since. So look at the biggest winners of the day. Biggest winners of the day, we have Kyber Network, Engine Coin, Enigma, Verge, and Energy. And then biggest losers of the day, we have MadeSafe Coin, EXMR, Digitex Futures, Chiliz, and Golem. So the Bitcoin price has really been doing some weird stuff over the last 24 hours. We're going to be taking a look at that a little bit deeper in our third story. The number one top story of the day. All right, guys, Digibyte delisted from Poloniex after project founder criticizes exchange. And I'm going to be honest with you, I feel like a lot of people are guilty in this situation of doing something wrong. But we got to start with Jared Tate. And I'm going to tell you, personally, I'm not a holder of Digibyte. There have been several people in that community that I really love that have tried to get me into it, and I've had people on my channel. But for me personally, like, Digibyte is just not something that I'm personally invested in. However, if I was, I would tell you I would be pissed at Jared Tate, because this guy talks a lot of smack, and really it's kind of like one of these things where like if you're in professional sports, I love sports. I talk about sports a lot. And that's why I feel like I can make this comparison. If you're in sports and you have a player on your team that is super angry at the refs, okay? The ref made a bad call. The ref made a decision that was terrible. You may even feel like the ref is working for the other team. But it's your job on that team to calm that player down, because when that player starts popping off at the mouth and starts yelling at the ref and blaming the ref and saying there's a big conspiracy going on, then you know what's going to happen? You're not going to get more calls. You're probably going to get the ref more angry at your team and then make his bias more towards making calls in the other team's favor instead of your favor. And I feel like that's what's happened here. Jared Tate keeps popping off in the mouth against CZ, against Justin Sun, and right after he posts this tweet here, tired of the BS in this industry. I haven't dedicated the last 8 years of my life to sit idly by and watch blockchain check be hijacked by a bunch of crooks like Justin Sun and CZ. Time has come. Well, shortly thereafter, Digibyte gets the X. So let's see, where is the tweet here? Basically what happened is Poloniex said that they would now be delisting. Here it is. Here's the tweet. They said that they would be delisting. This is so ridiculous. Here it is. Look. Look how savage they are. This is how savage Poloniex is. Now, Justin Sun is a big backer of Poloniex. They just announced a Tron Poloniex partnership. On Jared Tate's thread, Poloniex posted this, which we know Justin Sun, who knows, maybe even Justin Sun specifically posted this because he did have access to Poloniex Twitter a couple weeks ago. We don't own any U.S. customers' data as well, or as all of them are preserved by Circle, the former owner of Poloniex. By the way, after careful review, we decided Digibyte is not qualified for our listing standard. We will delist Digibyte soon. Details to be announced. Guys, that is so savage. That is so savage. And so, this brings up a really interesting dichotomy in cryptocurrency, okay? Where it almost feels like we talk out of both sides of our mouth, where we say things like, censorship resistant. We don't want censorship. But we're talking about platforms like YouTube and Facebook and Twitter that are centralized companies, and they can do whatever they want in some regards, okay? And yet, Poloniex is saying, hey, we're going to pull Digibyte off of our exchange very clearly because of a personal problem that Justin Sun and CZ of Binance have with Jared Tate because they have this ongoing war, and so they're going to delist them. Well, I would say to that, Poloniex is a private business and they have the right to do what they want. You can't bite the hand that feeds you and then expect them to keep feeding you, and that is what happened in this case. Now, I want to get back to what I was saying about how we want decentralization, we want censorship resistance, and yet in this case, I'm saying that, yeah, Poloniex, they're a private business, they can censor if they want. The issue comes in when these companies are lying to us. Now, I do have a problem with this. After careful review, we decide Digibyte is not qualified for our listing standard. That's really unnecessary. They could just say, hey, we're going to remove them because their founder is talking smack to us. That would have been a more truthful way to handle it. It does feel like that is, they don't have a public listing standard. The problem comes in with YouTube and with Twitter, and especially with Facebook, where these companies are lying to you. They're telling you that shadow banning does not exist. They're telling you that they haven't changed anything that makes it harder for people to see your information or to see your content. And yet they're doing just that. They're lying to shareholders about their business practices. They're stealing our data. Those are the issues. At the end of the day, these are private companies and they can make the decisions that they want to make. This is not social media is not the government, okay? YouTube is not the government. They don't have to go by whatever standards we feel like they should go by. But they do have to go by their own standards that they set in place. And so a lot of these exchanges, they don't have specific listing requirements that people can just go on and see. And so, in my opinion, all of the people involved in this are wrong. Justin Sun is wrong. CZ is wrong. Jared Tate is wrong. Poloniex is wrong. All of these people are wrong to take their personal beefs they have with each other and then display them on the public to see. It's really immature. And I know people on the, that are big proponents and big fans of Digibyte, and they don't like when Jared Tate does this. Now, this is another kind of complicated matter where the issue is that Digibyte is a decentralized project. So Jared Tate doesn't have access to all of the Digibyte funds like some other project CEOs do. So it's really like, in my opinion, he just needs to move out of the way. Because if he doesn't move out of the way, the people that invested in Digibyte, the community, are the ones that are going to continue to get hit. They're the ones suffering right now. Jared Tate, not suffering. Justin Sun, not suffering. CZ, I think he's going to be all right. The community of Digibyte are the people that suffer in these decisions. And these are the things that you have to think about. Poloniex has the right and authority to delist Digibyte, but the Digibyte community deserves better. Story number 2. We talked about this story a couple of days ago. It's very big. This is my new senator in Georgia. Georgia Governor Brian Kemp appoints Bakkt CEO Kelly Loeffler as new U.S. Senator, replacing Johnny Isakson, who will step down on December 31st of this year due to health problems. Long and the short of it is he's just an old dude. He's been a Republican in Georgia for a long time. And so Kelly Loeffler is going to be stepping up into this role. She's actually going to be leaving Bakkt. So she's going to be transitioning on January 1 to a U.S. Senator from the Bakkt CEO. Now, they don't know who's going to replace her at Bakkt yet. One of the candidates is a former Coinbase guy. Coinbase executive Adam White would be a natural successor, but we don't know for sure that that is what is going to happen. So she did make some comments today. She said she was pro-Trump, in favor of his border wall, Second Amendment rights. She's against abortion and socialism, and she did not address crypto or Bitcoin in her introductory remarks. It feels like we've got the Trojan horse here. We've got someone who's made a lot of money in crypto, someone who believes in cryptocurrency. You can argue whether or not Bakkt has been good for crypto or not, but at the end of the day, she is now a senator, and we will have to see how this affects things. She didn't come in guns a-blazing talking about Bitcoin and crypto on her first day, but yet you know this is going to shape her policy decisions. Now, I will say that a lot of Republicans are upset about this. Sean Hannity actually just last night on his show on Fox News was discussing Kelly Loeffler and that he believes that Doug Collins should, in fact, a Georgia congressman, have gotten the declaration he would be the next senator over Kelly Loeffler. But Brian Kemp and the Georgia GOP decided that they were going to make Kelly Loeffler, probably because she has the funds to push campaigns forward for the Republican Party. So this is a really interesting story. She has the backing of Mitch McConnell, the Senate Majority Leader, and she's going right into a firestorm with all the impeachment hearings that are going on in Congress, about to move over to the Senate probably pretty soon. So we'll just have to see what happens with the story, but it's definitely been very interesting. We're about to look at how maybe this actually has affected the Bitcoin price already. Story number 3. All right, guys, so quick look at the Bitcoin price. We're coming in right now around 7,400. And this is a quick look at Market Cipher, which I use to trade. And you guys can see, I mean, this was absolutely insane yesterday. We got this is the 4-hour chart. Got this huge green candle. It goes over basically flat lines and then just immediately dumps lower than even where the green candle had started. And it feels like maybe we're getting back to this place where the volatility in Bitcoin is back. Now, could this dump have had something to do with Kelly Loeffler? Well, it's very interesting because some people definitely think that that could be the case, because while it's great for crypto for her to move into a Senate seat, it's not great for the stability of Bakkt. It's not good to have the CEO there just for a couple months once it launches and then have her leave, and we don't know who's going to step in, and we don't know the effect that that's going to have. Then, of course, on top, we also had the news that only 37% of Bakkt Bitcoins are not actually physically backed by Bitcoins, but by other funds and treasuries. So that news came out around the time that we saw this dump, or at least Kelly Loeffler definitely getting the nod for Senate. So did that have something to do with it? One thing we're seeing is we are seeing a lot more volatility. You're seeing a lot more movement in this downtrend. Recently, we've been in this downtrend ever since July, as you can see. But I mean, look here at these giant candles we had in between October and November about. Could we see something more like this where the price is just going to be going up and down more on a shorter time scale than a long-term dump like we just had? The long and the short of it is we should be seeing the price move back up in this channel, back up to around somewhere over $8,000. But we recently tested the $8,000 level and got rejected and went back down. But one thing is, when you are having a lot of volatility, you can do something like leverage trading with ByBit if you want to try that. It's very dangerous. It's for gamblers only, and you're going to lose all of your money. I think that's what I'm supposed to say. But if you want to check that out, you can do that with the link here on the screen. But when you look here at what happened recently with people leverage trading, a lot of people got absolutely wrecked. People that were longing got wrecked. People that were shorting got wrecked. A lot of wreckedness, not erectness, wreckedness going on BitMEX, as you guys can see in the last couple of days. And that's what you see when there is volatility. You see people getting absolutely wrecked. However, if you're trading with low leverage, 1x, 2x, 3x. With 1x, you can't actually get liquidated. With 2x and 3x, your windows for liquidation are so big, it's almost impossible to get liquidated. However, when you move to 5x, 10x, 25x, and higher, all it takes is one of these wicks. I mean, look at this wick right here. You can see that giant wick. If you were in a short right there, and this thing pumped up, you probably got liquidated. I mean, that's a almost a $300 wick. So if you're using high leverage, you can definitely get wrecked for sure. Low leverage is definitely a lot safer. We can look over here at the fear and greed index and see we're down back at 21. This is extreme fear. And I will tell you that I'm talking to people in crypto that have been in crypto for a long time that I trust, and their faith is wavering right now. That's how I know we're in this extreme fear. It doesn't bother me one way or the other, guys. To me, I feel like there's something I want to say. To me, if we do not go back to all-time highs anytime in the near future, if this takes years for us to get back to all-time highs, I still believe that we will get there. And if you think that Bakkt or the institutions have hijacked the mission of Bitcoin, let me tell you, if we go through an extended bear market, an extensive time of sideways action where we hover between 6,000 and 10,000 for 2 or 3 years, then that is your opportunity to take Bitcoin back. That is your opportunity to say the masses are not going to be able to come in, accumulate as much as you can, and maybe we can return Bitcoin back to its original purpose, which was to be peer-to-peer transactions, right? So maybe we will have that opportunity to do that. However, if we get the halving pump and the price goes way up, then I'm great with that too, because I know a lot of you guys and myself, we're all invested in this. We're all invested in Bitcoin, and we would like to see some gains after the last couple of years. Of course, if you did invest in Bitcoin last year in December, this year in December, you're still well above a 2x. So also keep that in mind, guys. All right, let's move on. Story number 4. Okay, guys, Crypto.com exchange public beta is now live. So Crypto.com, a company that I work with, I actually have the Jade Crypto.com card. I'm able to make purchases at any store with my Crypto.com card, and I'm able to spend my MCO tokens or any other tokens that you want to put on there, you can. If you'd like to try the MCO card, I got a link down below in the video description that you guys can click, and you guys can sign up and deposit money, and we'll all get paid, and you'll get to spend your crypto. It'll be a great experience, so definitely check that out. But I am a big fan of Crypto.com. I think this is going to be, MCO is going to be one of the top 10 tokens for next year in terms of growth. I think this thing is ready to explode. I think this is the next big thing. The next big name in crypto is Crypto.com. So what is going on here? So the exchange is going to provide deep and global liquidity, very competitive trading fees, and institutional grade custody and security. So they also have the Crypto.com coin, which is CRO, which is a little confusing, is different than MCO, which is their token. The CRO is going to power the Crypto.com exchange. You're going to be able to stake, save, and earn. They're going to have CRO trading pairs or CRO trading pairs, and they also have the syndicate. And what the syndicate is it is going to premiere with an EOS listing. But what you're going to be able to do with this is you're going to be able to stake your CRO and earn EOS. It's going to be listed on the exchange on the 17th of December this year. So if you want to take part on that, you can go to Crypto.com and learn more. Story number 5. Okay, guys, so some of you had problems last week creating your IOST mainnet account. So I'm going to actually show you how to do it today. So what you're going to want to do is go to iostaccount.io/create, okay? So what you're going to do, you can randomly generate a name, but you can actually just type one in. So you can just type in Bit Squad if you want right there. And then what you're going to do, well, that one says it already exists, which I already made. Bit Squad 2, you're going to have to input a registration code. So what you have to do is make sure you got this clicked. I already know this page won't save the private key. I need to manually save or import a wallet. Click to get code, and it's going to take you to this screen right here, okay? You have to transfer 150 IOST mainnet tokens. That's like $1, guys. That's not very much, okay? So if you don't have any IOST, you can go to Binance, trade, get some IOST, $1 worth, and then send it to this account to create it. So what you'll do, you'll send 150 IOST to the IOST receipt address, IOST creator, and then you're going to use this transfer memo as the memo. When you send something from Binance or any other place, you have to have the recipient name and also the transfer memo. So what's going to happen is you're going to send that. Once it receives, this will turn green down here. This will turn green, okay? Then all you got to do is you copy this code right here. Just click that to copy it. Then you go back here and you input the registration code and you hit next. What it's going to do at that point is create your mainnet account, okay? Oh my gosh, this is my private key. What have I done? Oh my gosh, what have I done here? This is the Bit Squad IOST account. So if you want to steal the private key and pretend that there's any money in this account, then please feel free to do so. But you're going to get this public key and you're going to get this private key. The best thing to do is to manually write this down on a pad. Write it down 7 times so you make sure that you have it right. You do not want to take a photo of this. You don't want to copy it digitally. I've said in the past, maybe you can, if you have a burner computer, that might be something you want to consider doing. Get it on a notepad on a burner computer that no one would ever have access to, that would never touch the internet. But most likely what you're going to want to do is write this down. You can copy your public key. Now with this combination of this public key, this private key, and your IOST account name like Bit Squad in this instance right here, you are going to be able to upload this to any place that you can vote or stake IOST with. So Pure Wallet, which I don't suggest using, IOST ABC, or the iWallet Chrome extension or Token Pocket. You can load these to any of those accounts and boom, you've created your IOST mainnet account. So I hope this video has been very helpful. I know it's been very long. I've talked a lot. I've watched the entire third quarter of the Cowboys-Bears game while I've been doing this video. That's how long I've been talking. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Smash the like button. Hit the subscribe button. I don't want to have to come after you. BitBoy out.